Okay.
Tape to your new job at Bunny Smiles Incorporated. You have applied to a job in technical support and maintenance. What does this job particularly mean? It means that you, amongst other employees, are the one who will take care of creating a magical and fun experience for Bond's Burgers.
They're so ugly here. No offense. But they do still fall into the uncanny valley, I feel, so... Yeah. Hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Which is that dog in the window? The one with the wiry tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. How much is that dog in the window? The one with the wiry tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale.
Old MacDonald had a farm,
E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had some pigs. E-I-E-I-O.
These are the showstoppers. Bond, Shaw, Boozoo and Banny, a computer-animated band made by BSI to entertain children. As a technician, you'll be given the role of a facility caretaker.
Facility caretaker, guys. Keep a note that this comes in later.
Around this fun and magical journey we'll work on certain tasks, such as cleaning protocols,
Robot maintenance and repair.
and learning how to use BSI technology.
They're stitching across little Bond's back. I always forget that's part of his design. Also the TV is pretty epic.
But first, here's a message from Jack Walten and Felix Kranken, our beloved founder. Which reads, in BSI, the most important thing to us isn't the money or the rating. The most important thing to us is that you have a wonderful experience while working with us. That being said, with the Bond's Burgers restaurant getting opened in a few weeks, we're looking forward to achieving this dream with you.
K9. Bond Super Sleepover.
It's a brand new day in Little Bond's neighborhood, and a really special one for sure. Little Bond has been waiting all day for his friends to arrive. He is planning to have a sleepover with them. He has everything set up for the perfect movie night with his friends. For this sleepover, he invited Shah, Boozoo, and Billy. Let's check again in case we don't forget any guests. Bond invited Shah, Boozoo, and oh, that must be them. Now that everyone has arrived, I suppose it's time for the movie night to begin. Bond spent all his money on a really funny movie, which he hopes all of his friends will enjoy and will laugh with Little Bond.
Jack Walton.
And friends watched the movie. I guess we can say they had a blast of a time.
Once the night dropped, they all ate.
Billy's so cute here. I don't understand why people say that Billy's scary. He's not. I always thought the sleep mask was, like, you know, not real, you know. I thought it was. I always thought it was a sleep mask. I never thought it was sexualized, like some people thought. Ooh, noise is coming from the kitchen. And it doesn't say that, but it says that in the captions if you have them on. Oh, hi Luna. Hello. Hi. I'm just in the middle of reacting to Walten Files 1. You're the first person to show up. Thank you for the heart.
So, this is the brand new caretaker for the old Bonnie Smiles facility. I'm recording this because the company requires some type of archives for the work history.
Yeah, this is the new one.
Honestly, I have no clue.
I should react to
Actually, I'm going there right now.
the first one. I mean, there's nothing really different, but
They gave me this
you know, the
weird
original one.
location. There's somewhere in a forest.
Also, is my
Work at.
voice too loud or is the video too quiet?
And
If so, tell me.
find the place. I made it to the location, I think. This gotta be it. Anyway, so.
Who voices Brian Stells? I forget.
78, 79, somewhere around then, and that was 4 years ago, I think. So chances are it's gonna solve a horrendous.
Thank you. Ed and Molly, you can clearly photoshopped heads. It's kind of weird. This is literally just Bond. Of course Felix. Company photo. Used for the relocate project. He is so hard to understand in this part. At least there's captions. Check the left zone. Oh, thank you for the props on the background. It took me like all day yesterday just to set all this up and figure out stream stuff. But yeah, thank you. Oh, it seems like there's something wrong with Bond's left arm. I wonder what that has to do with anything. Oh. Wow, look at his eyes. It's pretty scary. What was that thing? I don't know, Brian. I don't know what that thing was. I think it starts with a B. Into the on. Oh my gosh, Luna, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Etchy. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I thought there should be an alert on the screen. What the freak? Also, why is my chat not on the screen? Oh, I have a few things to figure out clearly, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you did not have to do that. Please save your money. Like, don't waste it on me, please. Also, yeah, why is my chat not on screen? It's like super weird. I'll figure it out. Also, hey Edgy, hi. So that's Brian's corpse. I can't feel anything. He thought I was her. Yeah, so Bond thinks Brian is Sophie. We all know this. Facility caretaker. He looks like me. Okay, Jack Walton. You can tell this is a remake because this appears on screen. Subtitled by Garomu, our favorite person ever. Also, Martin, like, blinks out that name. I don't think the first video said Paradise. I think it just said Walls, so that makes sense why he'd blur it out. Now we're on to the second episode of the Relocate Project. Another great episode. Accompanied by Cyberfun Tech 1970 something. There was a link up here that appeared.
Hello, BSI members and employees.
I'm gonna turn off the subtitles because it's annoying.
The future of the Bonds Burgers
There we go.
brand and the Bunny Smiles company for the better.
Whoa!
That's right.
Rebrand?
After 4 long years of legal paperwork, we finally decided to use our backup.
I always thought that this was Bond's tie, but it's just it's a post. A sign.
That's right. After 4 long years of legal paperwork, we finally decided to use our backup plan, which we created after the tragic closure of Bond's Burgers back on July 20th, 1974.
Yes, Luna told me that. Props to
We now
Luna.
present to you the Relocate Project.
Was it the right word?
But before we
Whatever.
go into details, we want to greet all the new Bunny Smiles employees.
He's scary.
The company greeting out of the way.
Let's start analyzing the Relocate Project by checking what has happened ever since the closure of Bonds 4 years ago. As many of you might have known from previous tapes, our beloved entertainers were safely secured in St. Juana's storage facility some months after the restaurant's closure. Later on, a good amount of business opportunities
Completely missed that. Sorry, guys.
after the restaurant's closure.
That is Chris. And probably Jack.
Later on, a good amount of business opportunities appeared, such as books, merch, animation.
Jack Walton's back there. Boozoo looked weird. Disappearance of Jack Walton VHS. Which we see later in the... Well, basically, I mean, it's very connected to the VHS that we see at the end of the video during Ashley, Hillary, and Kevin's scene. So, yeah, and there's Bunny Farm. Also,
Later on, a good amount of business
someone in the back.
opportunities appeared,
It's white and
such
black,
as
so I'm
books,
guessing
merch,
Jack Walton.
Animated movies. We even got a TV
Since he's
show.
grayscaled and
That's
stuff.
when Felix Kranken had the brilliant idea of restore and reprogram the robots of Bond's Burgers with the purpose of relocating them in a new restaurant that would be opened in a not-so-distant future. A pretty smart plan.
And there's Jack Walton in the back. New Bond's Burgers 1982. So there is the possibility that we get to see Bond's Burgers later in the series reopen.
And right, making enough money to eventually reopen the Bond's Burgers restaurant is no doubt a brilliant idea. So let's give it up for Felix Kranken, a man with not only a giant brain, but also a giant heart.
He has the giant heart, guys. Hi, Jack. There's Banny, our favorite bunny. Mouth was a pre-locate feature. She likes to blink a lot. Now she's rolling her eyes. She's bored. Blinking Queen, of course. Me at school, literally. Literally. Me when I roll my eyes. Okay, now the audio distorts and gets louder as she looks for friends. Okay, now the background's gonna fade to black. Me looking for a boyfriend. Literally us. Oh. What does this remind me of? Oh, it reminds me of Bond later in the episode. You will be beautiful. Hi, Susan. I don't know why you have black hair here, but yeah. Oh, now she's staring right at me.
The mighty rabbit tries to find a way out of the cage.
But it's unsuccessful.
The rabbit keeps trying to find
You-
a way out.
you
The
will,
rabbit
beautiful.
must catch the
I'm so
owner's
sorry.
attention. The mighty rabbit
You will,
must get
beautiful.
out. The mighty
She's
rabbit
bald.
needs to get out. The mighty rabbit
No,
needs
she's
to
torturing
get
people
out.
who has hair.
The mighty rabbit needs to get out. The mighty rabbit needs to get out. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit
Instead
is
of
starving.
snapping her neck,
The rabbit
Bond
is starving. The rabbit
tears
is
off her
starving.
hair, like
The
imagine.
rabbit is starving.
The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Oh, I forget, but I know people found where this original clip was from. If you guys want to like tell me, that'd be cool. But I think it's like from recorded during the Dust Bowl. Hot take, but I think she's starving. Actually, I think that's not a hot take, but wait, it might actually, because what if she was, what if it's like reverse psychology? She's not starving. Yeah, rabbit scene, because, you know, she's like a rabbit stuck in a cage or something. Missing Susan Woodings. I always like this part. This part's pretty cool. Yep, that's one of the mech models. That's what they're called. Bunny Farm. This was pre-Bunny Farm, which pre-Crash Bunny Farm. Sophie Walten, and then Rocket. Bond maybe. Guy, it's probably just the wall. I think that's just the wall, but I mean, I can dream. You know, I can dream. She's not playing a bongo. She's has a remote and she's eating popcorn. If anyone was confused. The rabbit footage from 1934. Yeah,
Welcome to technical support.
yeah, that makes
Today
sense.
we will focus on the area tour
This background is Shaw and Bond.
and orientation inside.
I love this. I love this sequence. This is probably my favorite sequence in Bolt Files 2. And Kansas. Well, yes.
Caretakers to have all needed equipment in hand and to always wear the bunny smile.
Sometimes, like, I've watched... Oh, what is that? Oh, you gave me a link. That's pretty cool. Wait, guys, let's check out this link. Guys, Luna said this in chat. We have to check this out since
Result.
I have to. Jackrabbit.
During the operation of pest control project, over 2 million jackrabbits were killed or captured in 13 counties in western Kansas. It has been estimated that a single jackrabbit will do $10 worth of damage in a normal year, and that, desperate for food, in drought years such
That's
as the
how
last few
hungry
have
Susan
been,
was.
may be even more destructive. The long-eared pest, in the absence of other food, went so far as to dig alfalfa roots out of the ground and eat the barks from the young trees. More than 1,974
This footage is very old.
sections of land were combed during the rabbit drives, and more than 98,000 men, women, and children took part in staging 269 drives, and the average kill was 923 rabbits per
The
drive.
killing, you know, relating back to
The
Bond.
accepted
Look how
plan
big
of
these
campaign
jackrabbits
was
are.
to assemble the multitude at a given point, and then to spread out in a great encircling line over predetermined sections of land, and to press forward and at the same
Look,
time
he doesn't even look
draw
happy
together,
holding the rabbit.
driving everything before them into pens that had
Yeah,
been
I do say
erected.
poor rabbits, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, like, imagine. I don't know. I guess because in Kansas, like, what other food sources there but farming, you know, back then? And if these jackrabbits were eating all their crops, I mean, I understand why, but at the same time, it probably killed, like, all of this population of jackrabbits. So that sucks.
On an open plot of ground. Work relief projects were approved for the erection
They're
of
holding
the
them like
pens
this.
and for their removal from one location to another and for driving the jacks. Counties sponsoring the drives furnished all necessary materials for the fences and pens, and foremen to supervise the construction and removal.
Yeah, that rabbit does not look
Pens
happy.
for trapping the rabbits were built of woven wire fencing supported by strong wooden posts. Most
Strong wooden post reminds me of the fence that we see in Wonderland.
of them were octagonal in shape and measured about 54 feet between the parallel sides. Extermination of the rabbits has been of value to the counties in many respects. Some of the rabbits killed in drives early in 1935 were used as food for human consumption, and in many localities they were skinned and ground for tankage.
Uh-oh.
Farmers reported that they made excellent feed for chickens and hogs. While it would seem from this that all the jackrabbits in the world had congregated in the western part of the state of Kansas, there are numerous neighboring states in which rabbits of any kind are a scarcity. There were enough here, however, for anyone who cared to
I
participate,
know, it's so
and
sad.
several thousand were hauled away
But look
in
at all of these happy kids
cage trucks to
in the
become
front.
the propagators of their kind in other states.
It's so sad. The poor rabbits. But yeah. It's just unfortunate. Let's get back to watching the video. Wait, look at my notifications. Glitch. Anyway, okay.
Miles uniform.
Wait, let's restart this sequence because it's just that good.
Welcome to technical support. Today we will focus on the area tour and orientation inside K9, the Bunny Smiles storage facility. We recommend all facility caretakers to have all needed equipment in hand and to always wear the Bunny Smiles uniform. But most importantly, all
Guys, is this a Five Nights at Freddy's reference? Purple guy? Sorry. I love the Bonnie shot in the background. I know, it's such an Easter egg, you know? You know, Martin has always done this, and I think that's just really special. Purple, I know, I love purple, it's my favorite color. Actually, no, I think green is my favorite color, but it's like green, cyan, and then purple. Bright purple like this. Neon purple. What was I gonna say? I forgot, so.
But most importantly, all of you must always, under any circumstance, use your BSIID card.
Guys, this was a reference back to, Brian Stells. I know everyone knows this, but actually, wait, let me duplicate the tab. And I'm gonna see, like, the difference between the Walten Files 1 BSI ID card for Brian and, this one. I think it's the same, but, like, the one in the second episode isn't in color. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it just has a dark filter over it. I guess to make it seem more gloomy, but just wanted to see. Never know with the Walten Files. It could lead to a big discovery or could give me new headcanon I can talk about, but yeah.
Once you have all the necessary equipment at hand, we are ready to go. Hello, I see you made it to the storage facility. I bet you must be very excited and nervous to start working here. But let's stop and think. Do you have all the necessary items for your job tasks? I thought so. Let's put on a nice backpack and start packing some items. Let's check the items you will require for your job at K9. Lantern? Check. Snacks? Check.
I know, I love this little Bon. Sorry, I was distracted doing stream stuff.
To go. Hello.
The K9 storage facility. I love how it's just a box in this image because that's basically what it is. Also, these are just trees, but it reminds me of the bunny farm scene with Bon and during the banning sequence of Bon, like towering over the trees, but it also, or like in the trees, kind of tall. But it also reminds me of another scene in Bunny Farm, of Bon and Shaw during the Shaw sequence where it started glitching out.
I see you made it to the storage facility.
Hi, Bon.
I bet you must be.
Also, I just think it's so interesting that, okay, black tie, whatever, Bon, whatever. Also, I think, like, it's not even clear if Bon, the spirit, has a, like, a tie or a bow tie. It's, like, changed multiple times, but in episode 4, he has a tie, so, more Bon. But the purple hat reminds me of Sophie, since we saw her last episode wearing a purple hat, so, yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to delete your message. Sorry, I did not mean to delete your message. I'm just trying to get chat back onto my screen so I can see it. There we go. There we go. I can see chat now. Okay, it's okay. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to it.
Very excited and nervous to start working here. But let's stop and think. Do you have all the necessary items for
I love how the grass is literally just triangles. Also, did someone text me? No. Yeah, it's like it's like Bond, but without all of his like leg and arm coverings. Stop and think. Oh yeah, that's what he just said.
Here. But let's stop and think. Do you have all the necessary items for your job tasks? I thought so. Let's.
Does this say property of Cyberfun Tech on the actual building? I think it does.
Put on a nice backpack and start packing some items. Let's check the items you will require.
We get a new angle of this forest. This is the St. Juanis forest. If anyone cares. Also, why is there a swirl on the tree? I guess just to like prove it's a tree. Thank you, Martin.
For your job at K9. Lantern?
Check.
Check.
Snacks? Check. Key? Check. Camera? Check.
Check. For your job at
Okay.
K9. Lantern?
Lantern, which is clearly a flashlight. I don't know why someone would call this lantern. Anyway, yeah. Lantern,
Check.
Snacks. Okay, so we see the lantern, the key, and
Check.
the camera all in when Kevin, Ashley, and Hillary all go to the K9 facility. But we don't see any snacks, so disappointed.
Key? Check. Camera? Check.
Hi, Jack. Do I hear Libet Soleil? We're about to hear more of it.
Wow, it's pretty dark here. You should
Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the... All of these say K9.
It's important to keep track of which rooms you enter. This place can be really tricky and you could get lost very easily. This is the resting.
Why is this
room.
9
You can
backwards?
sit down,
I've never
rest,
noticed that.
Talk with coworkers, you name it. Remember to always keep this room as clean and organized as possible. A clean environment helps to get tasks
Blue
done faster.
chairs.
A dirty environment only makes your job harder to get done.
A dirty environment only makes the job harder to get done, guys. That's true. Also, there's a black figure. It's probably, now I think about it, of course, Shadow Man comes to mind. it probably is Shadow Man since he's following Shaw, which is a representation of Rosemary in this scene. Since this kind of tells the story of how she was lured, which I find so interesting. Like, how does Martin think of this? Like, representing Rosemary through Shaw getting lured to the K9 facility, but which is actually supposed to be the Bod's Burgers, when it was open. And she was actively getting lured by Bond, so this has to be Felix. So I guess this insinuates that Felix was not inside the building when Rosemary got killed. That, he followed her there. You know what I mean? Where it seemed like, Felix might have been there, or Shadow Man might have been there when Susan got killed, but we'll see. Yeah, that's definitely Shadow Man. Yeah, I know Shadow Man.
All right, this is the main hall of the place. In front of you, you will find 3 doors. These are storage areas. The first door is used to save any kind of cleaning items and supplies. The second is the first.
They did not have these kind of baskets back then in the 1970s. I'm so sorry, Martin. But yeah, they have stuff.
Door is used to save any kind of cleaning items and supplies.
I wonder what's in the third door. Oh, let me see your other message. Well, he might have hid somewhere in there. I mean, that's true. But I mean, he is shown following her at every single point. I wonder what's in the third door. So in the third door, something is being used to hide. Oh, they're using the door to hide something. Also, this is the hallway that Ashley finds herself in, like, when she first starts her recording later in the video. Not the, a recording that Hillary and Kevin made, but her own one.
The second door is used to save a kind of prizes.
Bon, Buzu. Also, this Bond looks more like the animatronic Bond, which I find interesting. Like, is there plushes of animatronic Bond and little Bond? I think that's cool. And this is where Bond attacked David. True. But, I mean, yes. Okay, yes. It is on this floor, which I'm pretty sure, like, if you go down here, there's, like, I love the Frisbee. Frisbee mentioned. Bond looks so spooky. He does look pretty spooky. Yeah. He looks pretty spooky here. But I'm pretty sure, like, this is stairs down to, like, the lower level. But I always misremember, how it's laid out. But I'm pretty sure, like, the next is a stairway and then to the basement. And, it has, like, I think, like, 2 doors. 1 door. Anyway, but we haven't seen the room that David was in specifically. I don't think he was in this hallway. I think he was, like, in between a place of the main area and the hallway, so that's just my theory, though. I think it'd been cool if this was Banny instead, because it's purple, and, like, if it was blue for Bond. Little Bond, the Frisbee, like, what is this? What even is this? Can someone tell me what this is? Is it like a thing you put jewelry in, or I am I being stupid? What is this? Whatever. Um, Frisbee, his ears look like dog ears or kangaroo ears. Wait, do kangaroos have ears? Yeah, I know they do, but, like, does it look like that? I don't know. Anyway, Rocket and Bond's Burgers, company by Cyberphone Tech. I guess this is like a drawing board, maybe a briefcase. Oh, yes, he does get attacked in the hallway. My bad. You're right, Luna. But I'm talking about, like, the hotline room. I think I was trying to say that we haven't seen that room in this sequence of K9. The Sig Closet and merch. Yes, yes. Yeah, I don't know what some of these things are, but they're merch. Also these, like, wristbands, maybe watches. But yeah.
And merch that was available in the
Buzz
Bond
Burgers.
Burgers restaurant. The third door is used to hide.
It's used to hide.
The third door is used to hide.
I can't tell if that's the filter or like her eyes actually red. Yeah, I think her eyes actually red.
In a Bon's Burgers restaurant. The third door is used to hide.
Hello, the real chocolate milk gamer. Hello. Hi. What if it's the High Shadow Man? Interesting. You know, that might be it. Um, well, we actually, okay, so in the, like, okay, there's like two different interpretations of the scene. So if you're talking about the door being used to hide Shadow Man in the restaurant, I could totally see that. But we know that later in the episode, it's the back doors, so, but yeah. Sad shot. I know, she's so sad. Look at her. Look at her.
The third door is used to hide.
Look how sad she is. She's so sad. Also, like, they stretch her face, her frown. Hi, the real chocolate milk gamer. It's Shocky. Oh, hello, hello.
Right now, you are in the main storage area. As you can see, this is the
Right now we're just reacting to the Walten files, so yeah.
Storage more important items such as stages, tables, arcade machines, and birthday props. Now, please.
Yeah. Bunny Farm Sneak. Shaw. Bookcase. Curtains maybe or mats. Yeah, there's two doors. Do we ever see what's in this door? I don't think we do. I need to know what's at K9. What's at the bottom? What's in here? Or, I mean, what's in here? Anyway, tables. I love that there's just one table. I'm like, oh yeah, there's only one table at Bon's Burgers, obviously. And this is the main stage. But I think there was a separate stage. But I might be wrong. This bookcase is empty. K9, Shaw.
Follow me to the next door. Machines and birthday props. Important now. You are the third door is you. This is the room where we storage more important items such as stages, tables.
Oh, I guess it's her collar.
Birthday props. Now, please follow
Hi. Thank you for joining the stream.
me to the next door.
Bon and Shaw. We saw this earlier in the episode, right? Yeah, it's right here. This is the same image in the background. I credit Luna for telling me this. Anyway. Oh, also, I want to say, I love how this is the only, like, controls we see of Bunny Farm. Like, okay, like, a button, like, 3 buttons. This is how Sophie played Bunny Farm when she was getting traumatized by spirits. Anyway. Rosemary's crying. Or Shaw is. Sorry. When I say Rosemary and Shaw, like, I, like, kind of use them interchangeably when it's talking about after 1974. Since, you know, the spirit goes the same with all the animatronics except Bon, since, you know, we don't know his human form, so. Anyway. Yeah. Buzu, Banny, Bon.
Now let's move on to the next room.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, this just has a vignette filter over it compared to the other scene. Is it different in any way? Oh, I never noticed this. Some of the box are different. Like, see, this one's open here, but here it's closed. Shadow Man at the bottom, yeah, I know. Shadow Man, of course. I was gonna get to that eventually. And I wonder, but yeah, this definitely gets distorted, so, you know, she's crying and stuff. Let me see. There's like a face over here. I think that's just the Bunny Farm machine, yeah. And yeah, she's crying again. Oh, interesting, I never saw that. Me either. It's like, oh, I never noticed she was, holding a plate of corn in the scene. She ran over Shadow Man. Yeah, like, how could she? I mean, it could be she came in direct contact with Shadow Man. but I doubt that. But you know, it's a possibility.
How odd. I remember we visited this room already.
What if she ran into Felix, um, and then at the like, and like the at the restaurant, and then hi Rust, hi. We're just watching the One Files 2 right now. I'm just like discussing lore. But since Shaw ran into Shadowman here, what if Felix was at the restaurant and Rosemary ran into him, and then Felix was like, "You have to get out of here," since he knows that Bond is like kind of on his rampage right now, killing Charles and Susan. Um, but like she doesn't listen to what he says, and like they get in an argument. And what if he like leaves or pretends to leave, and like it's like melancholy because he knows what's about to happen, but he knows it has to be done for his own personal, drive to like not make anyone suspicious or whatever. But and he just hides in that room in a room, and then she gets killed, and then he comes back. Also, thank you. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, but some people think it's lame. But yeah,
Sophie, where am I? Listen.
how's this different? Uh, yeah, it's just the different box placements. I don't think it's anything important, really.
Listen.
But like, why would he? Why would Martin
By the time
change
the
that?
lady entered the backstage,
As a voice told her to, her missing husband wasn't there. Instead, look how light her hair is here. It's like almost gray.
she found a rat.
Rose broken, will fix you. You will beautiful. You will beautiful. You will beautiful. Um, I guess it's just, you know. Oh, I was like looking at it different. I was like looking at what if like this was her eyes and then that's her mouth, but it's clearly this is her eyes since her bangs are right here. But like, what if these two are her eyes and then this is the nose and this is the mouth and her tongue is sticking out? Even though that's not true. I know it's not true. Anyway, yeah, it's just blood. Um, blood. I bet Martin just drew these separate limbs in the torso and the head, put like a very red filter over it, probably. You will beautiful. Yes, I know. That is so spooky. It is pretty spooky. Why is she like this? Blood. So, you know, backward reverse music, but like, she's already I hope this doesn't imply well, I hope this doesn't imply like she was still alive in Shaw before she went to Wonderland. That'd be pretty traumatic. Um and we know that humans that are still alive can go to Wonderland. But... Yep. Shadow Man.
When she woke up, she looked beautiful. But on the inside,
I don't have much to say about this scene. I just want to pause on like how creepy it is, like her claws and everything. Luna says, I think Felix blocked the door. That makes sense. Yeah, I think that's what happens. Um, and I think that Felix came in during Susan's kill, but Felix intentionally blocked the door. But yeah, bars. Thank you. Just my opinions, my theories. Rosemary, 1974. Okay, now we're getting to the good part. Just kidding. I like that part too. This like whole like aside from like the Banny scene, it's not my favorite. The rabbit is starving. It's fine. I do like this clip. That's pretty cool. And the first clip's pretty cool, but really from like from like 526 to the end of the video, it's all gold. Oh, I guess I should read this. You know, I've read this a million times. I'm not reading this. You guys know what happens if you're watching this. Hillary, Ashley, and Kevin reference. At the time, we only knew Ashley Parks' name, right? Ashley Parks. Or did we learn that? When did we learn that? That her name was Ashley. When did we learn that? I don't think it was in this video. I don't know. But we learned Kevin's was, you know, Kevin Whittings, and then Hillary, so. Yeah, at the time, we didn't know any of their last names. Anyway. The next footage shows 3 employees restoring the Bonds Burgers in 1974 animatronics.
Oh no, but the place itself was open during a short period of time, in which a certain number of cases occurred around the area. Huh. Yeah, and there were complaints from people that lived near the restaurant about the place playing music during.
Interesting how it says property of Cyberpunk Tech 975 when, like, this all the like relocation project. It happened late 1974 and it finished in 1975, so interesting.
Midnight, like 2 or 3 in the morning, along with the lights on, which was weird because back then the company didn't really worry about hiring.
The lights on, you know, Rosemary. I'm guessing they didn't, Felix didn't turn the lights on until after, you know, she died. And that's when, like, he was cleaning up, like, the evidence and stuff, but I don't know.
Night guards. But yeah, the place closed after people reported hearing the screams of an adult woman.
That's Rosemary.
Inside of the restaurant. Jeez. So yeah. Some hours after that specific case was reported, residents decided to close the stores, probably because authorities needed to check the place or something. What's weird about this is that the last day Bonds was open, they only let like 1 or 2 families in. And they mentioned later that the animatronics, like the entertainers,
I forget that Hillary has, like, a Valley Girl voice.
were completely absent and the currents closed.
Well, that's odd.
Absent later that Bonds was open, they only let. What's weird about this is that the last day Bonds was open, they only let like 1 or 2 families in.
So I'm guessing this is the last day, and this is, like, you know, assumedly after I can't think, after Rosemary died, but I thought, like, it was closed down, like, I guess it was closed down, like, that day in the afternoon. 1 or 2 families in, and, you know, like, the entertainers weren't there. Yeah, I guess the next day they were only open for 1 day, so.
And they mentioned later that the animatronics, like the entertainers, were completely absent and the currents closed.
Well, that's odd.
They couldn't show any of the animatronics.
Fuck. This forest reminds me of a movie, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think we changed these pieces with the new ones.
Don't you think I should take some time?
We changed these pieces with the.
They got new pieces, you know, of the animatronic pieces, which Susan didn't build, apparently. Well, you know, Susan might have built them. Since, you know, Felix knows nothing about, you know, like, the technology being used, he probably just, like, found, you know, parts laying around and, like, try to reconstruct the business. And sent these people out there, so.
Don't you think I should take some time? I mean, we gotta move on with the others, didn't have to finish everything by Friday.
I mean, yes, but I think we should make them look as new as possible. That's the point of this whole project, right?
And, like, the way that they only get, like, a few days to work on it when this project should, like, take weeks to not months to, like, actually revitalize, kind of, like, tells me that Felix was running on a budget here, and he was trying his best, like, but yeah.
I think we should restore as much as we can, don't you think?
Yes, but if we keep focusing on these small details, the reprogramming of the robots won't be finished.
Hey Kevin, I bet we can add the blink and eyes feature on this one.
Yeah, permanently he has his arms and legs off, like which all the animatronics do, I'm pretty sure. His eye fell out. Interesting. Uh, I think this is a seat. We didn't see a seat like this, but it might be a box. Um,
It's a really damaged. Almost as if someone did
yeah,
this
blink features
intentionally.
haven't been implemented yet,
The suit and stuff were made after.
which is interesting since we see Banny. When was this made? Okay, so this part was July 1978.
Not only a giant brain, but also a giant heart.
8/13. 8/13, 1978. And this is what? July. So yeah, this was after. So, they did get the at least Banny's, model to blink. So I find that pretty interesting. Model use Banny. The results should be in the same in all the other models. Okay, so they actually got them all. That they got them all fixed up and stuff. So I'm not quite sure, but didn't it say that Hillary like left right after Ashley went missing, but like Kevin continued to work, or maybe Ashley worked like for a few more years. So I guess Ashley and Kevin were the people working on the animatronics still. So this wasn't just like they like continued working on it, but even though Hillary wasn't happy about it.
Really damaged. Almost as if someone did this intentionally.
I think all these holes in the suit and stuff.
Yeah, this one's really damaged, as if someone did this intentionally. I think all these holes in the suit and stuff were made after the closure, which makes sense since there was bodies in all of them. So this has to like imply that there is a body inside of Bond, or at one point there was, um, like a dead body. So a lot of people speculate it's Jack, and for good reason. Um, but we know like the spirit is, you know, being Bond. The spirit Bond is possessing Bond. So, um, to retrieve whatever was inside, right? It says that.
Made after the closing.
What do you mean?
When the place closed down, some of them tech, the company who created the robots, had to revise them after noticing a good amount of irregularities in them. During the process, they probably did this mess to get to the endoskeleton.
To get to the endoskeleton, which that's, I mean, not really true. It was to get the bodies. So.
Good night, guys.
God, it is so cold in this place.
Look at this key.
What?
Have you noticed how the company gives us this tiny key but never mentioned its purpose?
You're just overlooking stuff.
I mean, why would they give us a key with no use whatsoever?
Exactly. It has to be for something interesting.
That's the big question. Why would they give them a key?
Time. You should focus on finishing these robots by tomorrow.
Right.
Good night.
Hello. This will probably be the last recording today before we leave. So, yeah. Bad news. Your programming phase was unsuccessful. We had a lot of inconveniences when we tried to restore the robot. Tons of damaged parts in the skeleton models made it impossible to add the new features. And let's not forget the fact that we didn't have enough time to
End the project.
Yeah, we hope we can go back with better equipment and better design.
As Hillary said, we're begging the company to allow us to return to a more organized plan. But for now, this ends the reprogramming phase for the relocation project. And log.
Hey guys, this is Ashley. I used the camera because I am planning to find wherever this key leads to. I'm sure whatever this key hides could save the project. I will show this footage to you guys once you wake up. I know you guys told me not to wander around, but I genuinely think this small key could be a lifesaver.
She is in this hallway that we saw earlier. Which hallway? Which hallway? This hallway. It's the same hallway. It has a white sign on it, like just like this one. So it is definitely same, and has a bookshelf beside it. So this is definitely the back doors.
a while, but I realized the key leads to this door.
Label back doors.
It seems like a small area, so I'll just go take a little peek, see if I can find anything interesting, and then go back. Simple.
Merch, yeah. Definitely the hallway. Also where David got attacked.
This is bigger than I thought. I don't think I have enough time, so I'll just try and peek around
Is that 29?
doors and see what's inside. There are a ton of empty rooms with boring stuff. I came across this door,
Multiple mechs.
which was open.
Scrapped.
Kinda weird.
We don't know what's in the scrapped.
Anyway, this room seems to have some spare endo pieces, and from the looks of it, some unused animatronics, I guess? I won't go into detail about what I find, since I'm in a rush, of course, and this room number 26 or 27, I think,
So Bond has multiple eyes lying around, so I think when she gets attacked, oh, I can't show on the preview. Wait. Whatever. You'll see in a second, but he puts his eye that fell out back in, so.
as you can see here, there are some spare heads. Nothing I'm interested in, to be honest.
Another mech. Rocket.
Well, this is bizarre. I can't really tell if this body is a robot or a puppet, but why is it hanging on the wall?
This is really weird. This is last door. I've never seen this clown thing before. It's really creepy. There's absolutely no way I'm getting close to that thing.
I'll probably wait till you guys see this video and come down here with me so we can take a closer.
I found this. I'm pretty sure that clown had a cassette player installed. So I guess I have to be brave and try to see all things about. June 28th. You know, when, Bon's Burgers was opening.
So I guess I'll have to be brave and down here with me so we can take a closer. I found
this clip has a lot of secrets. 60 whatever, it's just a VHS. Interesting. Or cassette. 6/11/74 when Jack went missing. So I hope the 6/11/74 tape comes back someday. Me too. I really do hope it comes back. I think it will. Since it's probably the same tape as it's probably the same tape as this. Disappearance of Jack Walten. So yeah. Or maybe it's a different tape, but Bunny Comics, whatever.
So I guess I'll have to be brave and try and see what this whole thing is.
Little Bond. I'm pretty sure it's Little Bond.
Player installed.
Is it concept art or is it concept art for like an animatronic version? I think it might be for an animatronic version, which would be interesting.
I don't really know why this dude has cassette player thing installed.
Oh, for sure, it definitely is
I guess that it's used
Bond's hit list.
for birthday parties, play a customized tape or something? I don't know. But we're about to find out.
So, I mean, if it's Bond's hit list and Jack's at the end, it makes so much sense since, Susan's supposed to be the first. So it makes sense that whatever happened on June 11th, something happened to Jack, but, that made him disappear, but he's not dead. But maybe he gets killed in a later date. Maybe Sophie's birthday. But yeah, I don't know. Which is sometime in July. Oh, Jack is at the beginning. I don't know why I thought he was at the end. Sorry. But yeah, I mean that makes it even more confusing since Susan is supposed to be the first. Well, we could easily be getting lied to, but I guess that means that he could get killed first. Which makes sense timeline wise. I mean, it could be Bond's hit list that Felix made. I think Felix may have killed Jack. Yeah. Exactly. Um, Also, I never noticed that Billy's animatronic design has like a little coat. I never realized that. Anyway, um, yeah. So it's actually Felix's hit list that he put into Bond. Um, and he like programmed that, which is pretty wild. Like, isn't that pretty wild? Like, he's like, whatever. Maybe he was getting pursued by Bond to do that, or maybe Bond's first like reveal to Felix was when he killed Susan. There's so many possibilities. A lot of fun. Have a happy birthday. Things are gonna be great, great. Jack, Susan, Charles, Rosemary, Sophie. Yeah, Sophie's at the end, which, she didn't get killed, so. He has both his eyes back in, but either, they put his eyes back in when they were doing the maintenance, or he just picked up a spare one since we know he has spares, just fell out, he put it back in. Or it could have been, wait, where was it at? Whatever. It's when Ashley was searching for whatever. Does his mouth open? It does. Ashley screaming here is pretty interesting. It's very guttural.
Hello, I'm Billy, the funny movie clown. Do I see you so? It's not the window.
It's just like a song. Oh wait, no, it's like a riddle or something. Play backwards. This scene has always disturbed me. Of course it doesn't disturb me anymore, but like the way that like when it's like close up to me, like of course it's scary, but when I see it from further away it's even scarier because I'm looking at my other monitor here, like looking at the stream, and I'm like, that's pretty scary. The blind fortune teller is filled with knowledge, but never with context. Yes. Which yes. That's what Billy says. Yes, thank you, Luna, for reminding me. Everyone listen to Luna. She knows more about the Walten Fault than I do. The fortune teller is filled with. Dang, wait, let me go back on my phone. Yes. The blind fortune teller is filled with knowledge, but never with context. Maybe this, I don't know. I don't know who that applies to. It could either apply to Felix or Bond. Or other people, I don't know. I would read the text, but I think we've all read it before. I don't have anything to say about it. And there's the link to the secret episode. I think the blind fortune teller is Bond. That makes sense, even especially if he's not given context. I mean, it's for his own personal goal. So like he didn't come out with the intention. Spirit Bond didn't come out with the intention to kill all these people. Felix did. But Bond just was there at the right moment. It was like, you know what, I want to do this. And he knows stuff apparently, but like he's kind of detached to this, which makes it even more reason why he's not Felix or Jack. So that's why he's could be like Jason. Thank you, Eva Martin. Sweet Tuesday. Shadow Man sees me when lights go off. Showbear. Billy, which we see Showbear actually earlier. we see Chaubert and Lucky You. But we also see him here too as a cutout or whatever. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. Before we move on to the next episode, I think I'm gonna get water real quick, and I'll be right back. Just real quick. I promise I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't put it on my screen because I knew it was only take a second, but yeah, let's just move on to Lucky You. I've liked all these videos on my profile. I don't know why YouTube does that. It removes your likes, but whatever. Come and join the party. Opening day, June 28th. I feel like this video haunts Martin in a way, since he made this like 5 years ago, right? It was released before even, or it was privately released even before episode 2. But also, I should probably be reading the descriptions. Should I go back and read the descriptions? Tell me if I should or not. Anyway, yeah, since he like put all the dates so close together. But yeah. Hi, Bon. Look how blue he is here. I think that's the bluest he's ever been, you know? Now he looks green. First birthday party. Interesting. Wasn't it Jeremy Simmons? Is this Jeremy? What is this a picture of? I don't know. Last shows before closure. Yeah, in July. Is it supposed to be more animatronics? Or that's just his shadow? It's hard to tell. Also, why is the sign there? I don't know. Thank you for the smiles. Yep, we saw that in the first video. Company introductory tape. Officially gets condemned in the 31st of October, so Halloween. And then December 10th. What does this say? 12, 11, 15. This angle of vanity is crazy. But yeah. See, like, I know Buzu has holes in him too. But he is like the least damaged, which is interesting. Look how big that hole is in Bond. Also, why does he have so many buttons here? Whatever. June 11, 1974. You know, this probably is when Jack dies, since the first killing was by Bond. Like, his first killing, not Felix's.
You must be so confused. about what you saw. Don't
Don't
be
be
scared,
scared,
my
my
little
little
bunny.
bunny.
Answers will be given eventually, but don't try to solve this puzzle only with the pieces you have so far. This is only the beginning. For I'm going to tell you a story of broken people, beautiful people.
Bunny farm.
He's so sorry about what he did to them, but there's nothing he can do.
Wait, guys, chat. We have to go back and look at this. Ugh, sorry, guys. Let's get back to episode 2, which we were just on. It's right here. Is this any different anyhow? Well, let's look. Oh, sorry, wrong tab. So this is it in Lucky You. This is it in the relocate project. So it lost its handle. In here it's more orange. Also, of course, there's like a black like gradient, not gradient, but like something around the trees. Is someone hiding back here? Hello? Is that supposed to be Bond? Probably not. Actually, maybe. Or is this like a part of someone? It has a weird filter on it. Yeah, it really does. Also, there's a black dot right here. I feel like I'm playing the I feel like I'm playing Spot the Difference game, the Bunny Farm. With Busu. Anyway, yeah. What is that? That's a really good question. Thank you for all the comments, by the way, Luna. Actually, biggest #1 supporter. Thank you.
Remember that. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety
Original footage alert.
and pills, Sophie. Safety.
Or what's that was not the same as the One Files one, right? Because of course, like the driving was, but I'm pretty sure Brian running away. Yeah, it's different. Okay. So yeah, the driving there and running away is got changed. Of course, always. Thank you, Luna. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Showbear. You know, I'm just gonna call him Showbear because that's what he is. But when we see Mr. Snow, I'll call him Mr. Snow.
Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and
By the way, this is different because Bond isn't twitching like he is in the relocation project. Oh, can't you see? I made them beautiful. I don't know how. I didn't even mean to. But I did. They tried to talk to us through analog. They will be heard. Yeah, I agree. I don't even mean to. Wording is interesting. But the second speaker is definitely Spirit Bomb. Heartaches. This is Shaw. Shaw's mic. I think the first speaker is either Jack or Felix. I forget what he says, but I think it's Jack. But I just don't know why Bond has such a fixation on Sophie. Like, I don't know why. I guess that's in the hit list that Felix made, which I'm just theorizing. That's canon now, but whatever. it is super interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, why such a fixation on Sophie? I guess he has to finish his list, but